Mother, you cannot do this.
She was only a maid. He was the only heir to a billion-dollar empire. His mother offered her $5 million to disappear forever.
Everyone believed she would take the money. Was wrong.
What happened next didn't just change one love story. It changed an entire family forever.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if the person who inherited billions chose love over power, and the one person standing in his way was his own mother? Everyone believed the greatest test in the mansion would be deciding who inherited the family fortune. They were wrong. The real test was discovering who deserved the family's name. Stay with me, because this love story doesn't end the way anyone expects. The Hawthorne estate stood on a hill overlooking the city, a symbol of wealth that had ruled generations of American business. Inside its marble halls lived people who had everything money could buy, except peace. 29-year-old Adrian Hawthorne was the only son of billionaire business magnate Victoria Hawthorne. Intelligent, humble, and respected by everyone who worked for the family, Adrian had one secret he carefully protected. He had fallen in love with the newest maid. Her name was Evelyn Brooks. Evelyn was 25 years old, kind-hearted, hard-working, and quietly determined. She had taken the housekeeping job after her father passed away, leaving behind medical bills that nearly destroyed her family. Every dollar she earned helped care for her younger brother, who dreamed of becoming an engineer. Unlike everyone else in the mansion, Evelyn never treated Adrian like a billionaire heir. When she accidentally bumped into him carrying a basket of laundry on her first day, she apologized without realizing who he was. "I'm so sorry." Adrian smiled. "It's okay. Besides, I should have been watching where I was going." She thanked him and walked away. That simple conversation stayed with Adrian for weeks. She wasn't impressed by his expensive watch. She didn't care about the luxury cars. She simply treated him like another human being. And that was something he had never experienced before. As months passed, Adrian found excuses to spend time around the gardens where Evelyn worked. Sometimes they talked while she watered the roses. Sometimes they shared coffee in the staff kitchen before sunrise. They laughed about ordinary things. Favorite childhood memories, dream vacations, books, music, life. For the first time in years, Adrian felt genuinely happy. Eventually, he confessed, "Evelyn, I love you." She froze. "You don't know what you're saying." "I know exactly what I'm saying. I'm a maid, and you're the woman I want to spend my life with." Tears filled her eyes. "I love you too." Neither of them noticed someone watching from the balcony above. Victoria Hawthorne. She had seen everything. The next morning, she summoned Adrian into her private office. "I hear you've developed feelings for one of the staff." "I have. It ends today." "No." Victoria leaned back. "Our family has already arranged introductions with Isabella Sinclair." The Sinclair family owned one of the largest investment companies in the country. A marriage between Adrian and Isabella would unite two fortunes worth billions. "It isn't a business merger," Adrian replied calmly. "It's my life." Victoria's expression hardened. "You'll thank me one day." "I won't." Meanwhile, Isabella Sinclair arrived at the estate. Beautiful, elegant, confident. Everything society expected. Everyone assumed the wedding announcement was only weeks away. But Isabella quickly noticed Adrian barely looked at her. Instead, his eyes searched for someone else. She followed his gaze. It landed on Evelyn. That's when Isabella understood. The maid wasn't the problem. Love was. Victoria refused to surrender. If my son insists on embarrassing this family, she thought, then I'll prove the maid only wants money. She devised a test. Actually, 3 tests. The first began quietly. Victoria invited Evelyn into her office. On the desk sat a check. $5 million. I know exactly why you're here. Evelyn looked confused. I don't understand. Victoria slid the check across the desk. Take the money. Leave Adrian. Disappear. No one will ever know. The room fell silent. Evelyn stared at the fortune lying in front of her. $5 million could erase every debt, buy her brother a future, change her entire life. Slowly, she pushed the check back. I would rather struggle with someone I love than live comfortably knowing I sold my heart. Victoria's face remained unreadable. Interesting. Very interesting. But she wasn't finished. The second test targeted Adrian. She froze every personal account connected to him. Every credit card. Every trust fund. Every luxury. Then she gave him one choice. Walk away from Evelyn and everything returns. He smiled. If loving her costs me everything, then everything wasn't worth much. Within days, Adrian moved out of the mansion. He rented a tiny apartment, found a regular job at a local construction company using only his engineering degree. Nobody there knew he was a billionaire heir. He worked long hours, sweated under the sun, shared lunch breaks with coworkers, and every evening, Evelyn waited with homemade dinner. They had very little, but they laughed more than they ever had inside the mansion. News of Adrian's decision spread across the business world. Some mocked him, others admired him. Victoria watched from afar. Still, she refused to admit defeat. Then came the third and final test. One evening, Victoria invited both Evelyn and Isabella to the mansion. Only the 3 women knew why. She placed 2 sealed envelopes on the table. The woman who truly belongs in this family will open the correct envelope. Inside one envelope was a contract naming the future lady of the Hawthorne family. Inside the other, nothing. Neither woman moved. Victoria smiled. Go ahead. Unexpectedly, Isabella spoke first. I don't want either envelope. Victoria frowned. What? Isabella turned toward Evelyn. I've spent my whole life competing for status. But your son doesn't love me. He loves her. And honestly, she smiled warmly. I think she's the better woman. Evelyn stood speechless. Victoria looked stunned. Her carefully designed competition had just collapsed. Not because someone won, because someone chose kindness instead of victory. Then Evelyn quietly picked up both envelopes and handed them back. I don't need a contract to prove I love Adrian. If I have to compete for someone's heart, I've already lost. Silence filled the room. For the first time in years, Victoria saw something she had never understood. Neither woman wanted the Hawthorne fortune. Neither woman wanted power. One walked away from status. The other walked away from wealth. Both chose dignity. That night, Victoria couldn't sleep. She replayed every conversation, every sacrifice, every choice. Then she remembered something from decades earlier. Before becoming one of America's most feared businesswomen, she herself had once been a poor young woman whom Adrian's father had chosen despite his wealthy family's objections. Somewhere along the road to success, she had forgotten who she used to be. The next morning, she drove to Adrian's tiny apartment. She expected resentment. Instead, Evelyn opened the door with a warm smile. Would you like some coffee? No anger, no revenge, no bitterness, just kindness. Victoria's eyes filled with tears. I'm sorry. The words felt unfamiliar. I spent so long protecting our family name. I nearly destroyed the very values that built it. She turned to Evelyn. I judged you before I knew you, and I was wrong. Adrian stepped forward. Does this mean? Victoria smiled through her tears. It means our family is finally becoming rich in the only way that truly matters. Months later, the Hawthorne estate hosted the most talked-about wedding in the country. Not because it united two billion-dollar empires, but because it united two hearts. Business leaders attended. Employees attended. Gardeners, housekeepers, executives, drivers. Everyone sat together. No separate tables. No different entrances. For the first time in the mansion's history, every person was treated like family. As Evelyn walked down the aisle, Adrian couldn't stop smiling. He wasn't marrying a maid. He was marrying the woman who had reminded an entire family that character will always outshine wealth. And Victoria? She personally handed Evelyn the family heirloom necklace. Not as a test, not as an obligation, but as a mother welcoming the daughter she almost failed to recognize. Because in the end, money can buy a mansion, power can build an empire, status can impress strangers, but only love can build a family that lasts forever. If this story touched your heart, let us know in the comments. Do you think true love should ever be tested by wealth? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who still believes that love is worth fighting for.